All right, Luis Perez got that with me.
Another announcement. So, my thought of the day today. Good morning, everybody. Good. So, my thought of the day is, I just been thinking about just like the reality of life, right? And so I was looking through these, I love quotes, I'm like the quote master, and I went through this quote and it really caught my attention. It says, fantasy is a necessary ingredient in living. It's a way of looking at life through the wrong end of a telescope. And that enables you to laugh at life's realities. Dr. Seuss. Right? and this quote kind of stands out to me just because, lots of times in life, life's realities kind of prevent you or stop you or roadblock you from things that you think you can do because you think you can't do them, right? And that vocabulary comes very easily from where I came from, right? I was always like, yeah, I can't do good because I'm always a mess up. Or, yeah, I can't be happy because I don't deserve that, right? And when I came from here, like, yeah, I came for the job because I can't work with other guys because they're my enemies, right? And so it takes me back to this time when I first came to Homeboys. I just got out and I showed up, and we have a class. It's called the Healing Circle. And in the class, we were sitting down and we're talking about different methods of healing and spirituality. And while we're sitting in there, we started talking about doing something that has to do with change. And we started going around a circle, and this guy gets up, and I'm in the class, and this is before I was really talkative like I am now. And I was just sitting down, and this guy gets up and he says, today I'm trying to change. And I'm changing so much that I'll get up and I'll shake my enemy's hand. And he comes up and he gets up, and I'm looking at him, and he walks straight up to me and he shakes my hand. And I'm like, do I know this guy? I'm like, my enemy, right? Found out that we were for rival gangs, and we had got at it before, got at it on the streets before, and we ended up having the opportunity that we went out to a retreat in Los Altos. Some of you guys will probably end up attending. And so we went to Los Altos, and we started to share our stories. And as we started to share our stories, I started to connect with this individual. The way he was raised, the abuse, the dysfunction, the hurt of loss. And it made the picture more clear of where I had met this guy before. I had shot at him. And we started to talk, and he shared his story. At the end of the thing, we connected and we hugged out. And I apologized to him, and I said, you know what, you're not my enemy, you're my brother. I look at you and I apologize for what I've done. And I told him the scenario. I said, remember that time? And he's like, yeah, I remember. I said, I thank God that whatever the reason may be, you're here today, right? And then he told me a story, the same thing, vice versa. And we hugged it out. And I never thought that would happen. That brother's still my brother today. When I come through these doors, I think about, I thought about like why I couldn't be here, why I couldn't change while I was here. And people always told me that growing up here, even my parents told me you're good for nothing, you're never gonna amount to nothing, you're just like your father. And that's what I believe. It was like a self-fulfilling prophecy. It was like, that's what I thought my life was gonna be. Jails, institutions, or death. And that's not the reality. When you come in through the door, that's why everybody that talks to me or I talk to people, and what you hear here is all about positive affirmations about how much you can do anything you want in life. And you could do anybody and you could be anybody in life as long as you really want to do that. See, because people, when this building first started, when G first started doing his vision and started putting that prayer out there that he was going to help homies like me and like you here, people thought he was crazy, that he shouldn't have done that. That they don't deserve an opportunity, that they didn't deserve a chance. And that's not a reality. We deserve that. And we can change. I've moved up the ranks now, and I've gone places in life that I thought I'd never think. The things that while I was in a jail cell, I would cut pictures out, I would look at it when I was in juvenile hall, and I would look like, man, one day I wish I could go there. Australia, Ireland, Barbados, New York, Boston, Canada, Alabama, right? And I say these things because everybody thought I was crazy, that it was a fantasy, that it would never be a reality for me. And what I tell you as I stand up here today and say to you is that you have to understand that in life, fantasy is necessary ingredient in living. It is a way of looking at life through the wrong end of the telescope, and that enables you to laugh at life's reality because you can change it. Have a great day.